everyone, it's Jess from Meyer Hatchery. At this point in time, a lot of us have found that our schedules and our routines have changed. Over the next couple weeks, we are going to be sharing some extra videos to give you some inspiration while you're practicing social distancing. At Meyer Hatchery, the safety and health of our employees and our customers are top priority. If you have any questions about COVID-19, Meyer Hatchery, and your poultry, I've left a link in the description below with some more information for you. As always, be sure to wash your hands and practice good biosecurity. Today, we are going to be creating some projects that celebrate chicks. Let's get started. All right, so our first project today is we're going to be making some Pom Pom Chicks, because we're all about celebrating chicks today. To make this project, you're going to need some tacky glue, some scissors, some orange felt, and if you don't have any orange felt on hand, you could use construction paper as well. You're going to need some googly eyes. You're also going to need some pipe cleaners in different colors and some yarn. To make your Pom Pom Chicks, we're going to start by taking our yarn, and we're actually making our pom-poms just using our hands. If you have a pom-pom maker or you'd like to make a circle out of cardboard, you can do that, but I found this is the easiest and quickest way to make these chicks. So you're going to take your yarn and you're going to wrap it around 3 or 4 of your fingers, depending on how big you want your chick to be, and you're just going to start wrapping. This is a great opportunity if you want to practice counting. It takes about 50 wraps around my hand to get a good fluffy chick. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and cut this off here. And we'll set our yarn aside so we have a little bit more space. Then you're going to take your pipe cleaner here, and we're going to kind of lay it here, and we're going to gently slide this off our fingers, like so. Be careful it doesn't unravel. And then we're going to lay it so the pipe cleaner is in the middle. And then I'm going to take this pipe cleaner and we're going to tie it tight around our yarn that we just wound up here. Okay. All right, so it kind of looks a little bit like this here. And then we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut these loops. So I like to kind of stick my finger in here and make a place to cut across. Cut like this. There's one side. And we could go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Right, and here we go. So now what you can do is you can give your chick a haircut if you would like and kind of make those strands a little more even, or you can leave it just like this, whatever you would like. I'm gonna trim mine up just a little bit. Okay, we'll just set our pieces off to the side here. All right, so now we need to make our chick's feet. And to make those, I'm going to come up about 2 inches on our little pipe cleaners here, and we're going to fold them into feet, so into 3 toes. So I fold it down about 1/2 inch, fold the next piece down about 1/2 inch, and then make that last piece just stand up. So here's how it looks, like that. We'll go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. We're folding down about 1/2 inch, come back up, fold another one down, and make that last little toe there. You can fold this up, and there's your chick's feet. Okay, after we have our feet on our chicks, we're going to add our eyes and our beaks. So I've already taken my felt and I've cut it into a little triangle for the beak, and you can use some rapid dry glue or your glue gun for this step. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my chick here. Just kind of push it into place. Like so. And then if you want, you can add some eyes to your chick. I'm using some Google eyes that I had. If you don't have any googly eyes, you can use some felt or construction paper, whatever you'd like to use to add some eyes. All right, here's our little chick friend here. I would suggest giving your chick a little bit of time to dry, and then you can find the perfect place for them. Continuing our celebration of chicks, we are going to make some homemade marshmallow chicks. I'm super excited for this project. To make this recipe, you're going to need 3 cups of sugar, and we've actually divided it. We've put 2 cups into our zippy bag here, and another cup's gonna go in your pan, which you're gonna work with in a little bit. You also need some yellow food coloring, which I have here. You need about 9 tablespoons of water, so I went ahead and just grabbed a cup or 2 of water so I have it on hand. You're also going to need a packet of gelatin, 1 packet. You need some vanilla. We're gonna need 1 teaspoon of vanilla, so I've grabbed my vanilla. And you're also going to need a tablespoon of cocoa powder to add those eyes on your marshmallow chicks. If you don't have any cocoa powder on hand, you can use food coloring as well. Step 1 to making our marshmallow chicks is we need to color our sugar. So you can use whatever color you like. I'm using yellow. And you're gonna open up your zippy bag, and I really like using gel food coloring because you get really bright colors. And we're gonna put about 4 drops of our coloring in here. All right, you can add a little bit extra if you want your chicks to be really bright. Then we're gonna close this up, and this is a great activity for the kids. You're just going to start working this around. And it may look like nothing's happening, but soon you're gonna have some beautiful, bright yellow sugar. While somebody is mixing up your sugar for you, you can go ahead and take your packet of gelatin and you're gonna put that inside a bowl with 5 tablespoons of water. Right? You're gonna wanna give it a little bit of a stir, and then we're gonna actually set this aside to let the gelatin soak up all that water we just put in there. Okay, when your sugar is the color that you would like, you're going to take it and we're going to be putting it on a cookie sheet that has a piece of foil on it. And I like to take my sugar and put it through the strainer so I can make sure I get all those chunks out of there. So, all right, there we go. We don't have any chunks in our mixture here. You can just spread this out, and we're going to set it aside, and now is the time to make our marshmallows. Our next step in making our marshmallow chicks is that we need to warm up our sugar and our water. So I'm taking 1 cup of granulated sugar and 4 tablespoons of water. We're gonna mix these together and give it a little bit of a stir. We're going to heat this mixture to 235 degrees. In candy making, that is soft ball stage. Now would be a great time if you have a candy thermometer to put that in here. If you don't have one, don't worry. You can use a kitchen thermometer in a pinch. Just be careful because your mixture will become very warm. Make sure that you're warming up your sugar mixture on medium heat. And when you see your sugar start to dissolve, you can gently give your pan a little swirl to swirl your mixture. Okay, we've reached 235. You can see our mixture is nice and clear now. Very carefully now, we're going to take our gelatin mixture, and here's what it looks like after it's been sitting for about 10 minutes. We're actually going to put this right into our sugar mixture, and we're going to give it a stir until there's no lumps of our gelatin left. Okay, after you've mixed and everything is thoroughly incorporated, all your gelatin's incorporated there, we're going to carefully pour it into our mixer bowl, and we're going to allow this to sit here and cool until our mixture is just warm enough to touch. Our mixture is now cool enough where it's warm to touch but not too hot. I've added on my whisk attachment here. We're going to go ahead and start mixing this on medium speed. Now that our mixture is no longer clear, I'm going to go ahead and add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to turn our mixer on, and we're going to let it beat for 10 minutes until our mixture is white, stiff, and shiny. Okay, so now's our fun part to make our little chicks, and don't worry if they're not perfect. This is just something fun. So I start by making my base first, and I'm going to put 4 of our chicks together. I'm using a piping bag with a coupler with no tip on it. If you have a tip that's 1/2 inch, that works out really good as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I let my base get to about 1 inch, and then I kind of work my way down to the end. And when I get to the end here, if I find that I can't get it to release easy for me, I just give my bag a little twist here. And our chicks have a little, almost looks like a tail there. Okay, so now that we've made our bases, we're gonna go ahead and add the top part of our chicks on here. And to make those, I'm just gonna make a little 1 inch kind of circle here, and then I just lift up to make our little beak. And then, if you would like, you can take your sugar and put a little bit of extra into your strainer and cover your chicks and let them sit. After they've sat for about an hour or so, you can add a little eye on your chicks and you're all good to go. I hope I've given you some inspiration to make some projects of your own that celebrate chicks. If you have any questions, make sure to visit us at meyerhatchery.com. As always, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click that bell so you're the first to know when a video has been released. Thanks for watching.